Pleasant Thursday evening greetings to all. Gabrielle Lopez here, homegrown and happy to bring you PTV News Now. Kicking off our stories for tonight. Reports of an ouster of the Commander-in-Chief by a cabal of disgruntled AFP officers and soldiers have been grossly overblown. An absolute denial. The nation's armed forces stands firm on overwords circulating the grapevine of growing dissent within the ranks of the military, coup d'etat attempts and destabilization schemes to overthrow the duly constituted power and Commander-in-Chief, calling the spreading word baseless, unfounded and far removed from reality. The AFP, in a statement released earlier today, cited its unwavering commitment to the Charter and the nation's democratic institutions, asserting itself a united and professional force. The AFP's statement intends to address and put to bed speculations of a rapidly growing discontentment and sense of helplessness on the Senate probe on failed and phantom flood control measures and widespread corruption in the bureaucracy. Likewise, the military has made itself clear the chain of command remains intact and the soldiers well-disciplined and professional in discharging their duties. Philippine National Police Acting Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. has joined forces with the Independent Commission for Infrastructure and the Integrated Bar of the Philippines to crack down on corruption in government infrastructure projects. In line with President Marcos Jr. marching orders, the partnership aims to keep things above board and ensure public funds don't go down the drain. At a meeting in Taguig City on September 23, Nartates said the PNP will leave no stone unturned in building airtight cases against those who try to game the game against them. He assured the police will also extend protection to whistleblowers and investigators to keep the wheels of justice turning. U.S. President Donald Trump is the undisputed leader of the free world and most powerful man on the planet. But his deep-seated resentment and scorn for his political enemies consumes him no end. He is always on the lookout for ways to means to settle a score. 2 days ago, it was Jimmy Kimmel and the ABC network and its parent company Disney who he railed and ranted about in his Truth social media page over the network decision to put the late-night talk show host and comedian back on air. This after a week-long suspension over inappropriate remarks by Kimmel on Charlie Kirk's shooter that led to his show being put on the shelf. Then yesterday, he stood front and center in front of over 185 world leaders and/or delegates in the 80th UN General Assembly to rip Biden, European migrants, and all countries in the UN working to address the effects of climate change, which Trump calls the greatest hoax on the planet ever. Earlier today, he took a shot at his predecessor when he unveiled the Presidential Walk of Fame along a colonnade near the White House's Rose Garden, where portraits of all past presidents in America's history hung save for one. His predecessor, Joe Biden, aka Sleepy Joe, for which an image of an auto pen was placed to mock Biden over his alleged and unproven charge. He used an auto pen to sign his executive orders and other crucially important documents because of declining cognitive abilities. Trump still couldn't get over Biden, who beat him in the 2020 presidential elections, which he characterized as rigged and corrupt to favor Joe Biden. At this moment, my colleague in PTV's Baguio City Studios is on standby to get us up to speed on what's hot and happening in the Cordilleras. Audrey.
Naimbag Arabii, dagos sa pinaglibakan ni Benguet Congressman Eric Yap ti aligasyon ni Orly Guteza, asigod a marin kan bodyguard ni ako Bicol Representative Zaldy Co anang i-deliver da iti upat a pulukot enam a suitcases ang naglaon iti kwarta kadako kan sigod a House Speaker Martin Romualdez. Sigun kini Guteza sa nga pulukot may sati na i-deliver iti penthouse ni Ko kan talupulukot tima iti mansion ni Romualdez.
Ang isang ehemplo na nagdala ng pera ay si Congressman Eric Yap ng AXIS Party List. 46 na malita ang dala niya sa bahay ni Congressman Zaldy Co sa Bali Verde 6. Pagkatapos mabilang, isinakay namin sa mga sakyan patungo sa Horizon Residence sa Taguig. At dumiretso kami sa basement upang may baba ang nasabing basura. Pagkatapos, mabilang ang sinasakay namin sa mga sakyan patungo sa Horizon Residence Taguig. Pagdating sa Horizon Residence, dumidiretso kami sa basement upang may baba ang nasabing basura at dalhin sa unit ni Congressman Zaldy Co sa 56th floor sa nasabing lugar kung saan siya nakatira.
Sumbat ti kongresista na lidayan daytoy iti panakairaman tinagan na iti Senate hearing kadagiti na anomalyaan ang flood control projects. Nasagit para kenkwana ken kadagiti umili a pagserserbian natin na saong aligasyon. Sigun iti opisyal saan nga imawawat ken nagpalpalubos iti panaka-i-deliver ti anyaman na kwarta nga daan pa kainaigan iti flood control projects. Nakasagana lang daytoy ang mangsango kini Guteza iti umno a forum ken proceedings. Agtalok ti opisyal a rumingbaw ti kinapudno ken hustisya tapno may baskag ti kinasyasino dagiti pudpudno a kriminal iti kontrobersiya. Iti sabay adamag ikagkagumaan ti provincial government ti Benguet ti mga sikasukan mang tarimaan kadagiti dadaan nga imbati ti naglabas at Typhoon Nando. Sigun kan Benguet Governor Melchor Diclas, manariman ti assessment da kadagiti agricultural damage kasama ti panakatarimaan dagiti kalsada ang nakapasar iti landslide kan road cuts. Inlawlawag na nga epekto ti panagbalbaliw ti panawon dagiti na ilisa a danyos gapu iti bagyo. Kas iti probinsya adda dagiti sigud a natalged a lugar idi nga maibilbilang itan kas risk areas. Kabayatan na kini daw namot ti panagkaykaysada dagiti umili. Masaknan yung opisina ti gobyerno kan non-government organization tapno masolusyonan dagiti parikot nga intunda dagiti kalamidad iti Benguet.
It's also a responsibility of the LGUs, the municipality, the province, the barangay. Nagmay-may sa tayo kitan tayo no kasano pa yung mga areas nga dangerous. Tano at least amo tayo no anya ti maiwasan no anya ti dapat nga maaramid. But di karo it's really unpredictable. Nakarkaro dito yung bantay nga yan tayo.
Dagiti damdamag manipod iti PTV Cordillera siak ni Audrey Villana na imbag Arabi.
Many thanks, Audrey. And with that, we've come to the end of the show. Join us anew tomorrow night to recap the week in review in the Global Roundup. This is Gabby Lopez wishing you all a restful night ahead, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.